The only reason why we're in this mess, all these businesses and corporations and everything, but these corporations are a big part of it, but they're ruining them now, is because they contracted with the devil. Man turned away from the natural laws of the land and of man that God gave them. And then they turned towards man in a government that has been taken over by the devil and contracted through the devil. You are in contract with the devil. This is what keeps the devil alive. This is why they can regulate you, tax you, and all this other stuff, and so they can get that money and stay in power. And you consent to allowing this imaginary government that's taken over by the devil to exist. It's in your mind. You need to think about it. If there was no one in this government, and there was no one to say, yes, I want to believe it exists, then the government would not exist. I mean, it's like a God. It don't exist unless you say, okay, it exists, I believe in it, I'll listen to the people that's in it, which is man. All man's corruptible by the devil, and everyone in the government's corrupted by the devil, every fucking one of them, because they want control and power over another man, to be able to write laws over another man. They don't have that right by God. I don't have that right by God. They don't have that right by God. My name is not in the Bible saying that I has power and control and a government over the population. Who the fuck do you think you elect into that government? People out here in the stupid population of stupid criminals and thieves, and that's been able to grow and exist. Why? Because of government and cops working for the government. The cops are nothing but street soldiers. They work for the kings and queens that are the politicians, that are governors and whatever else in the government. If the governors do what the 95%, over 95% that nobody in America elects, that's who's running everything. Biden ain't running a fucking thing. He don't know what planet he's on. Don't y'all see that? He don't know what planet he's on. He's running nothing. Everybody else behind the governors and him is running it all. The majority of a government is ruling over the masses and using a minority of voters that win who they really want in. It don't matter who it is. That's who they want in. And then they play games with our minds. We are their toys to play with, to put stuff in, to experiment on, to be guinea pigs of, to be babysitted. We're children, grown-up children. That's what we are. We're dependent on a government like grown-up children, other grown-ups. We're dependent upon other grown-ups. And we're grown-ups. How does that make sense? We're grown-ups, and grown-ups dependent upon other grown-ups. Like a child. I can't take care of myself. I need another grown-up to take care of me and give me Social Security. That's slavery. That's oppression. It is. Because it all creates oppression and slavery. Oh, we'll give you this, but you got to give up this. You can't work no more. Because you're getting this now. And if you do work and you make too much, you won't get this no more. Slave, you don't get to do what you want. You're not free. We're not in a free American country. We are in an enslaved United States government. Controlled by the devil. So in order to stop all this mess, every business, out of protest, has to tear up their contracts with the devil, and then they're no longer taxed, they're no longer regulated, they no longer have power of attorney over your business, They can't do what they want to you no more. You get rid, you deny and you denounce the all caps name and the Social Security slave number, because we're labeled and numbered like slaves. What all caps name is a label that you are a business, and then when a cop asks you for that and you give it to them, then you're a business. You're a business conducting business with another business, because they're not a cop. They're a business. They're an employee of a business, but you are a business. And then when you hand it to them, you contract into their business, and then they can do what they want to, and you don't have to. You don't have to consent to that. I do not consent to contracting into your business so you can all of a sudden have power of attorney over me. It's all about power of attorney. There's no such thing as jurisdiction, really. It's a made-up, nicer word to replace power of attorney, because the U.S. Constitution does not give them power of attorney over U.S. citizens and Americans. And U.S. citizens are foreigners that go through the United States immigration system to become U.S. citizens and be controlled by the government, you know, and then they get the privilege to live in America. I was born on this soil, so I don't have a privilege to live in this country and obey that fucking government. They don't own me. I did not pay to live in this motherfucker, to be born on this land. I did not ask the government to be born on this land, and they had the privilege that they give me. No, I got God-given rights born on God's earth. These people don't own this planet. They don't own this soil. That's what y'all don't get. They own nothing. And they want us to, they want to make sure we own nothing, and then they got it all. You know, we got it all. We got the power. We own everything now. And you all fucking slaves got nothing. Nothing.